Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship, currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the Peanut Gallery is preparing for the upcoming year 2024. Fear movies, politicians, a divided country, and always the possibility of a new or old widespread illness. You never know. And this isn't good because Peanut hates reruns. Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure, thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark. If you can't find it, well, you're just not very good at the internet. That's a thing, by the way. Currently, the show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, and yes, Caroline, if it is not, what the hell day is this? 19th? Say the 19th?
19th, yes.
19th. December 19th. Just before Christmas. Then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like this. I just made this up. The first rule of media has never changed. Give the people what they want. You, the listeners, emailed again and again wanting to talk about the Netflix movie Leave the World Behind. So tonight we're going to talk about it. Hence the title. My co-host, she's lovely, she's sassy, and she's one of the biggest Flat Earth rock stars ever. Karen B, still hanging in there with the Karen B channel. It is not dead. And by next month, you may actually be free and clear.
I might. We'll see.
I'm hoping. Yeah,
See
me
if I
too.
can make it.
I'm hoping. When that warning comes off, it's like, oh,
I've had
thank God
warnings on the channels for years now, literal years.
Yeah, literally years. Literally years. That's when I got demonetized, by the way, was when they put that warning on. And they're like, nope, sorry. Hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary horizontal level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
It's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. And because it's 10 p.m. on the East Coast, it's time to say goodnight to one of our listeners, Paige, who will be putting on her Snoopy pajamas, getting her cocoa with exactly 6 little marshmallows, and heading off to bed. She'll catch the rerun in the morning. Night, Paige. Don't forget, you can also find this program on BitChute and Brighteon, Rockfin, and Rumble. YouTube is not the end of Flat Earth. It is just the beginning. Shout outs, obviously, to Flat Earther Stephen Carpenter, the Deftones. Support the Flat Earth cause and get the coolest hoodies ever. Go to the strong.family, won't ya? Pick up some merch. Meetups. We've actually cleared all the meetups for the rest of this year. Here, I thought that nobody was going to do anything in December, and there was a whole bunch of meetups that happened in December. But now I can confidently say there's no more for the next 2 weeks. Because it's freaking Christmas and New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're going to. Thank you, by the way, to Utah Flat Earth Potluck people. They have booked me. They're going to be flying me into Salt Lake City, and we're going to do a meetup, and I'm going to be there March 2nd. And I will be doing the promo for that, maybe not for another week or two. But if you're curious, for those people that already do the Utah potluck, they were supposed to have me last year. You can email them at utahfe@gmail.com. That's utahfe, as in flat earth, at gmail.com. So looking forward to that.
Is that different than Kyle Adams in Utah?
No, I think Kyle went to one of those.
Okay.
Or a bunch, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not the lead contact. And I'm not going to give out her name. But I talked to her this morning.
Okay.
But I think it's the same group. They have the potluck when they have a guest, they average like 70, 90 people. So cool. Great.
I don't know if that's the same because I know Kyle hosts a monthly meetup in Utah in St. George, Utah.
Oh no, I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Or maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway,
it's
either
good
way,
if there's 2 different Utah groups. I mean,
it could be 2 different groups.
That's cool.
But I will. Well, the email address would give it away because I've only done promos for this one. I think. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Either way, it's not till March, but I will be there. We'll give you guys plenty of time to get involved. All right. So headlines. You know what? We're not doing headlines first. You know what we're talking about, Karen? We're talking about that wonderful. It's the #1 movie on Netflix right now.
You want to do that even before headlines?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Why not? We're not going to talk about that long. But we got to talk about it. I made Karen watch it because people have been asking about it. Peanut watched it. All sorts of people watched it. And I'm not kidding. Lots of people email me. It's like, are you going to talk about it? It's like, oh, for the love of God. Okay. What makes this? So was it a good, let's just get this out of the way. Was this a good end of the world movie? No, it was not. Not even close.
No.
I did a two-part series, an early Strange World, number 6 and 7, way back in the day, my top 50 end of the world movies. This thing is a bus ride, two cab rides, and a hike away from those.
It's
This
definitely
is,
not a
yeah,
good end of the world movie.
yeah, no.
No.
It is, however, has so many, not even hidden messages, messages in freaking plain sight and symbolism galore that the truth community just went bananas on it. Not to mention, Karen knows this, who produced the movie,
Mm-hmm. The
which would be,
Obummers.
yeah,
Barack and Michelle
Barack and
Obama.
Michelle Obama. Their film company, in partnership with Netflix, made the movie, and so they got the A-listers for this one. They got Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts and Kevin Bacon and others, and it's not good. It's not good. But let me give you the low points, and then we'll get to the symbolism really fast because we got some links here that we want to click on. The low points, I've never seen an end of the world movie where not a single shot is fired. They have people with two guns in the whole movie pointing at each other. Nobody shoots. Nobody even throws a punch in this movie. There is no physical violence to speak of, even though there is a plane crash and bombs fall in a city. It's
Mm-hmm.
extremely sanitized. Um, but the symbolism in it, it's everywhere.
It's not
It's absolutely
subtle at all.
no, it's not subtle. And there was a thing I watched real quick. What did I send you? The link was from a YouTube channel, and it was called Leave the World Behind, 2023's Best and Worst Movie, the breakdown by J Buck Studios. If you guys never, it's 25 minutes that'll get everything put in order for you of exactly what it was. But really, the subtitle underneath the movie should be White People Are Bad. Period. That's
Yeah.
that's the opening. There are a ton of slave references in this movie. But that should be the second subtitle, which is Slavery is Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the town that they were going to vacation in was an old slave port from back in the day. The ship that crashed into the shore, the White Lion, was a famous slave ship. The racial tension aspect of it is really in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really in your face. And not to mention little things like oh, I don't know. When you get to that, you probably missed this, Karen, but other people picked up pretty fast. Which when you got to the bunker at the end of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
all the products that were, it was like, why can't I recognize any of the freaking brands that are on the shelves? That's because they're all the old brands that have been discontinued. You
Right.
know the
The
ones.
old
And
racist products.
yeah, Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, Indian Flour, anything talking about all brands that you remember have been canceled in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was lining the shelves. Um, but let's click on a couple of these links. So but okay, before we get to that, I've got to mention, I want to say this because I know there are think tanks out there listening that were tied to this in some way. I appreciate, I am flattered that Flat Earth got hit twice in this movie. Once really, I mean, a long-term hit. Let's go to that first click. That first link, which is Leaving the World Behind. And you'll notice when you scroll down, there's a picture of the brother and the sister wearing the sister is wearing a NASA shirt, big blue logo shirt, and the brother's wearing just a gray shirt. But it's not supposed to be a gray shirt, is it? No. It's supposed to be an Obey shirt. And I happen to know from knowledgeable authorities like Karen and Peanut that the Obey shirt, and I was wrong on this one because when I stare at the Obey shirt, well, let's go to the second link. So the second link will show you the Obey shirt. If you want to buy the Obey shirt, it was blanked out. If you're wondering why it was blanked out in almost everything you're looking at right now, and it looks like the son is just wearing a gray shirt. It's because when you look at the original version, which is him wearing the Obey shirt next to NASA. Again, Obey, NASA. The kids are standing right next to each other in a still shot that seemed to last for freaking ever, and they're wearing these shirts during the whole first act. That it apparently was too blatant. I don't know what they did, but Esquire magazine photoshopped it out, and then everybody else used that image. So it's tough to find the original. But if you want, you can just go on Google and say, "Hey, leave the world behind Obey shirt," and you'll get a ton of them. Here's where I was wrong. When I stare at the Obey shirt, I see Barack Obama. Got some of the same features, same eyes in my opinion, bit of the same nose, same mouth. It is not Barack Obama officially. Absolutely positively not Barack Obama. Who is it, Karen?
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. I did not know this. Andre the Giant, who died in 1989 and was picked, the image was kind of morphed by an artist back in the day. And in fact, where did we put this? This was it was done by Shepard Fairey
Hmm.
in 1989. If you're curious, there's a wonderful article on Deodato.art called "A Closer Look: Andre the Giant" by Fairey, Fairey,
Hmm.
and it's Andre the Giant. So go figure. And I don't know how the other companies are who's selling them, but there's lots of people that are selling them as the Obey face shirt. But then right next to it, you say, "Oh, hey, look, it's the Andre the Giant shirt." It's absolutely identical. Sure. But again, more interesting that it was photoshopped out of Esquire magazine's image.
Hmm.
And again, it's still in the movie.
Yeah. And
Still in the
it's on
freaking movie.
and the Photoshop version's on IMDb, which is weird because that's the movie database where they should be showing shots from the actual movie, but that's
Right.
altered. So it is a little weird.
Yeah, really weird. Because again, I mean, come on, there are normies out there that figured. I mean, come on, that's blatant symbolism. First off, again, flattered. Obey NASA. Hey, great. But what caught me when I started throwing pillows at the screen was when the opening of the second act, and they do chapters. Chapter one, and they put it on the screen. Chapter two is literally called The Curve. And what do they show as soon as they flash the curve up on screen? The Earth from space,
Yeah, the
and not even
globe, the
yeah.
cartoon ball.
Yeah, the cartoon ball, not even the whole globe, just the curved part, the curved like upper
Yeah.
third next to a satellite.
Well, I was noticing because they do that shot a few times in that movie, and I was noticing that whenever it changes from day to night, they'll go
Yeah.
and they'll cut to the space shot, the Earth and
Yep.
space shot, and throw the Terminator line over the ball Earth with the stupid satellite
Yep.
every time. Just to throw that
Yep.
in there,
Yep.
just for good
It is
measure.
got it is I mean, watch it at your own peril. It has got plot holes galore. If you're looking for symbolism, hey, great, there's a lot to chew on in this. Absolutely. In fact, I was so distracted by the symbolism, I almost missed the plot holes.
Right?
But there are a bunch. What?
I was just it was funny. Like it was so in your face at Ted when Ted and I were watching it, we were literally laughing out loud at this movie. It's not supposed to be a comedy.
No, it is not. It is not supposed to be a comedy,
But
but
we
there
were
were
laughing.
lots. Yeah, the guy that did it. A couple little trivia things for you. We won't dwell too much on this. The guy that directed this film is one of the creators of the hit television show Mr. Robot, which was based on cyber attacks and preventing cyber attacks. The whole thing was about computer cyber crap. Um, some of the biggest plot holes, the biggest one for me was the fact that the black family that sent the white family to the abandoned house with the ultimate underground bunker. First off, the underground bunker was unlocked, and the girl just walked into it.
Right.
And everything was on, and she could just move right in. But the other thing is like, well, you just sent him to this house. Your house has nothing. Why aren't you there? What are you going to do? I mean, in fact, they've set this up for a sequel. God, I hope there's not a sequel.
Oh yeah, they leave it really open-ended the way it
Yeah.
ends. It's kind of annoying actually.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so let me end with this. We're not going to dwell on this. I just want to let you know I saw it. I didn't like it, but here's my quick little breakdown. If you want to see this movie, tried to do too much with too little, and as far as end of the world movies goes, it was not good at all. If you want to see a movie about racial tension, you want to see a good movie about racial tension, go back to Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, 1989. Excellent movie on racial tension. That's all that movie is. You want multiple movies on how people act during an actual apocalypse? I got three for you. One, The Day, 2011. post-apocalyptic, how people really would act when things got really, really bad, which is what this movie should really be doing. It's like, don't focus on what happens the first few hours. Show us what happens next year. The Divide. You want to go really dark? The Divide with Michael Biehn, who should have been nominated for an Oscar, 2011. I guarantee most of you haven't seen that. That is a dark freaking flick. And no, the reviews were not kind because it is bleak. Of course, the ultimate end of the world movie is The Road, based on the Pulitzer winning novel. But if you want something that's a little different, watch These Final Hours, which is set in Australia. Australia end of the world film, shot in beautiful sunlight the entire time. Wasn't a cloud in the sky during the entire thing. Really, really cool little flick, 2013. And if you want, last but not least, if you want a good end of, a good cyber attack movie, because this movie didn't even go what the cyber attacks were doing. The
No.
only thing this movie got right was it shut everything down. You want a good cyber attack movie? Go all the way back to 2007. Die Hard 4, otherwise known as Live Free or Die Hard, with Timothy Oliphant as the hacker, Justin Long as the sidekick, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead as the daughter of Bruce Willis. It's excellent. There you go.
And I still don't know what's up with the creepy deer in that movie.
Yeah, the creepy
They
deer,
make no sense.
the flamingos that got to New York way faster than they should have
Yeah.
from Florida. There's so many freaking plot holes in that movie. So many.
The
But
crashed
again,
Teslas.
yeah, crashed Teslas, crashed white Teslas, white
Hmm.
Teslas only. And I looked, by the way, there were no registered plates as far as I could tell.
No, they
They
were
were all
all dealership
off the
Teslas.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that would be a funny hacker thing. Let's take all the white Teslas and crash them into the arterials onto the highway. Whatever. Okay, we're done. We're done. That's it. If you guys want to ask me, you guys want to call in and talk about, that's great, but we're not gonna, we got headlines we gotta get to. But you're more than welcome to throw in your 2 cents during the call-in part. Okay. Let's get to it. Headlines, official headlines. Let's just punch through some of the space crap. Jeff Bezos is apparently not going to be outdone. First off, by looking like Dr. Evil.
Wait.
But the second
Crazy
part
eyes.
is his headlines, which is he says he plays down AI dangers, which he should because AI isn't a threat, and says 1 trillion, not billion, trillion humans could live in huge cylindrical space stations. Yep.
Okay, crazy eyes.
There you go, man.
You can live on that space station, buddy.
You thought that Elon had the crazy headlines? No. Jeff Bezos is now taking it up a notch. Great. You guys should be, that's what it should have always been. Some sort of back and forth rivalry. Okay. Next one down from MSN.
Maybe we can still get the battle between our supervillain. Yeah.
Possibly.
That's not off the table, I don't think.
Possibly. You never know. NASA scientists find evidence of a key ingredient for life on one of Saturn's moons. No. Sorry. No. That's just another space reinforcement story. Good luck with that.
The key ingredient for life.
Key ingredient for life found on Saturn's moons. Really? How'd you find it? How'd you beam back the information? What the hell were we even talking about? Next one down. This one's from Peanut. Earth is spinning too quickly. Clocks aren't keeping up. There's a video. We're not going to listen to it. And of course, by the time you're at 5 seconds, like, oh, that's an authentic shot of Earth. No. But that's what I love so much. You pull back. Yeah. Look, it's a cartoon Earth. Use that for your real story. Next one down.
Ridiculous.
RT.com. India outlines plans for next moon mission. The country is targeting 2027. Oh, not now, not next year, not 2020, 2027 to send another lunar probe that will then return samples to Earth. Remember how much they do it for the last time? Was it 29 million or something like that?
No, I thought it was like 75 million.
Oh, no, $75 million. That's right. 75 doesn't matter. $75 million was, which you can't even buy a super yacht for, but they apparently tanked a probe on the moon.
Right.
So so this time they'll spend probably 100 million and they'll get something back. Really? How are you going to leave the moon gravity with your sample? Exactly. How are you going to do that? Because I don't even know how the Apollo astronauts escaped gravity.
Apparently they just used fireworks.
Yeah. And a thrust device that generated almost no heat. I looked underneath that thing and it should have been monstrous, but no. In fact, it barely kicked up any dust. I don't even know if dust was kicked up. Oh, so irritating. Okay, next one down. 2027 to send another lunar probe that will then return samples to Earth. Remember how much they do it for the last time? Was it 29 million or something like that? No, $75 million. Oh God. All right. BBC, NASA beams, and this is not this one. This one's getting traction everywhere because it's cute, right? So everybody knows that the internet is really only for cat videos and porn. Everybody knows this. So this one's about cat videos, and NASA beams cat video from deep space with laser. Notice I'm doing my Austin Powers laser. 15-second click of Taters the cat was sent via laser and fittingly shows it chasing a laser beam.
Oh my
See what they
God.
did there?
Yeah,
Footage traveled 19 million miles.
sure did. Right.
Yeah. NASA hopes the laser tech it was testing will eventually improve communications with more remote parts of the solar system. Uh-huh. So you shot a direct laser beam with no spread for 19 million miles. What sort of condenser you got on that, man? Because I can shoot a laser out here and I'm getting, was it 2 feet per mile, something like that? 2 feet per spread per mile without a condenser?
Yeah,
And with a
it spreads a
I mean,
lot real
you did
fast.
a laser test and you
Yeah.
shot across 40 miles. How-
Well, long before you get to 40 miles, it
You're
spreads
getting
out.
spread.
Like at
Yeah.
12 miles, it spreads out.
So what do you think? What they say? 19 million miles? You think
Yeah.
that's pretty credible, right? 19 million?
Yeah, seems legit.
Yeah. Through
No sweat.
space and then through the Van Allen belts and then through the atmosphere here.
Through all the icy space rocks.
Right.
Right. Nothing,
Right.
because nothing could impede that signal between here and 19 million miles away. I'm sure it was
Right.
just a clear shot.
Yeah. You see, I can drive 30 miles that way. I will lose cell reception entirely. But you guys are downloading cat videos at 19 million miles. Sure. Sure. Whatever. Next one down. I get a couple more before lucky unlucky. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's talk about this one for a minute. So if you remember some months ago, there were these young, well, I thought it was a guy and a girl, but I don't think it's a guy and a girl anymore. I think it's guys. They were going to drive, they were going to start up like in North Canada and get this, what is that? Nissan, what the hell is this? Nissan Ariya, all electric car. They're going to drive it from northern Canada all the way to Antarctica. And we laughed and we laughed and we laughed. Boy, were we wrong, Karen, because there they are at the geographic South Pole, not magnetic, because, well, magnets don't work there. Whole another story for another time. But there's the geographic South Pole. There's the car. How to get there? We don't know. In fact, those tires look pretty sunk in, if I'm not mistaken. Would you put what? In fact, are there any tire tracks going to this thing? Whatever. I think they just dropped it there and took the shot. Hopefully they weren't dumb enough to Photoshop it in, or otherwise we're going to figure it out eventually. But yeah, we know full well they didn't drive electric all the way because there are no charging stations once you leave the US, basically. And do you know a lot of charging stations in Mexico and South America? I don't.
Mm-mm.
And if you even did, get converters and just plug into whatever you could, you're not going to have your special converters, so you're going to be taking a long time to do it. Took him 9 months, supposedly, to pull this off. Wow, was it really 9 months ago we talked about this? Whatever. It's so silly.
What a
So
bunch
there you
of
go.
hooey.
Is it an endorsement for electric cars? No, not at all. It's not an endorsement for electric cars. And in fact, did I miss that one? Oh, shoot.
Is these things tires like flat or something?
I know. I know. Are they sunk in or are they flat? I'm wondering if they just just drop the car there. There was
Weird.
another electric car story. Did you have you don't have is the next one down because we gotta go to break here in a second. Um, is the next one down the booster infection rate?
Yeah.
CBS News? Yeah, I must have left out that other one. How did I miss that? Hang on one second. Did I leave out? Forgive me, guys. I think I left out where'd my recall one go? Damn it. Now I'm upset. There was a recall.
Right, the Tesla recalling
Yeah,
millions of cars.
where'd it go? How'd you know? Because I
Because
put
we
it.
talked about it, but I
We
don't.
did talk about it. Did I not put it? Oh, whatever.
I
All
don't
right,
see it
let's
in
go
there.
to the last. We'll go to the last one. We'll segue to lucky unlucky. Okay, I'll just talk about this story really fast. Karen's not going to throw it up on screen, which is they're recalling 2 million Teslas because the auto drive feature. Are you going to try to look it up?
Hmm.
The auto drive feature has a problem, and yeah, it has a problem. It doesn't work outside of highways. It has electric cars, auto drive system, all auto drive systems. Mercedes already knows this. Just so you guys know what it is. The auto driving car feature only works in slow traffic where you have cars all around you to where all the sensors are kicking off. That's the only place it works. And that's all the Mercedes is even going to guarantee. It's like, yeah, if you're in stop and go traffic, you can hit our thing and just sleep your way home, basically, until you get off the highway. It has a hard time with intersections. It has a hard time with rural roads. It has a hard time with anything where the lines are screwed up because that's what it's really based off of.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what Tesla's going to do, other than if they're recalling 2 million cars, that's a bad sign. That means their auto drive feature is
Something
not
it says the system that's supposed to ensure drivers are paying attention when they use autopilot.
right.
So,
Which means the autopilot is just not going to do what you want it to do. You want to go to sleep in the back, but no, it's not going to happen. You want to smoke up in the passenger seat. That's you want to do. It's not going to happen. Okay, last but not least, we're going to go to break. Then we'll go to lucky unlucky as we come back. CBS News: Why boosted Americans seem to be getting more COVID infections. Don't know why. Karen? Can you think of why boosted Americans might be getting more infections?
no, I can't imagine why that would be at all.
And they're having a hard time even writing this story. I want to just read a couple lines from it. Um, their lines are, though rates of deaths and hospitalizations remain the lowest among the boosted, the new data does not mean the boosters are somehow increasing the risk. Ongoing studies continue to provide strong evidence of additional protection offered by shots against severe disease, death. Yeah. They don't know. That they're just it's just a word salad. All the stuff they're throwing out there. They're not gonna say it. They can't. They can't say it.
It's a
They
mystery.
won't.
Oh, they can say it, they just won't.
No, they won't. No, they can't because Big Pharma will crush them. All right, we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we're gonna do Lucky Unlucky, and we have 4 clown worlds on top of it. So don't go anywhere. Karen, the music, please.
Alrighty.
There are some exciting new features on the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. Our new Profiles module allows you to create a personalized wall with as much or as little information as you like. Connect with other blue dots anywhere across our amazing Flat Earth plane. Share your favorite images, videos, and stories on your wall. Search for other blue dots by using keywords or by name. You never know who you might meet. Add friends to your Flat Earth circle. Keep track of your friend requests and invites from others in the Request tab. See what your friends are up to and interact with them. In the Edit section of your profile, scroll down to the Search Terms for Your Profile section and add in all of your hobbies and talents, so other blue dots can connect with you. From any group chat, long press on the comment to directly link to that user's profile. From a one-to-one chat, click the info button on the upper right to see your options. Invite them to be in your circle of friends. With the simple swipe to the left, you can now mute notifications for selected groups of your choosing. Our images section has gotten a big upgrade. You can now use keyword searching to bring up all of the images that you're looking for. No more scrolling and hunting. We plan on adding thousands of more images as we get them from blue dots across the plane. If you are seeing this video, it's time to update your app and find your tribe.
Join me, Karen B, every moon day at 9:30 a.m. for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. Join me.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 2 of 4. It's you, me, the always lovely Karen B, and Peanut. And yeah, that was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album.
Night and day.
Yep. 2 quick shout outs. One to Dennis, because he never sends me a note with it. I'm pretty sure Dennis sent me this book, which is called Why the West Can't Win by Fadi Lama, not to be confused with the Dalai Lama, personal friend of mine. From Bretton Woods to a Multipolar World. So it's an interesting take on what the West might be up against. I don't know if I agree yet, because we may be having problems. We're still the best show in town. We'll see if that keeps up. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Peanut, because he reminded me that if you want again, this is not a new concept, which is we're going back to the movie really fast. If you want a good look at tension, people being suspicious of each other, you can go all the way back to I believe it was episode 22 of The Twilight Zone, the 50s version of The Twilight Zone. And it's one of the greatest Twilight Zone episodes ever, called The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, where you plunge a neighborhood into darkness, you kill communication and radio and television and see what happens to people. And yeah, again, it's not a new concept. You can go back even before that to like Lord of the Flies, see what people really do to quote again the Joker from the Heath Ledger Joker, when the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. Now, of course, he was proven wrong in the movie, and I completely disagreed. Those boats would have blown each other to hell. There's just a question of when. Okay, lucky, unlucky. Let's get to it. First one, we got a bunch. And we're going to start with TMZ, some of the greatest journalism in the world, and also happens to have the scoop on any celebrity that dies. And any celebrity that dies, you're going to hear it from them first. So Andre Braugher, famous Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, he's been in television forever.
Mm-hmm.
And Homicide, Life on the Street. He died at the age of 61. I didn't know he was that young. And what did he die of, Karen? I got nothing.
Brief illness.
Winner. Shot in the arm bingo dinner. That is definitely part of shot in the arm bingo. Brief illness. Again, we're just taking it for granted now. The normies are it just happens. It's like, really? Go back 4 years. Tell me that happened. Whatever. We're going to stay with TMZ because, again, they're on top of it. Max Payne star James McCaffrey dead at 65 after cancer battle. Question is, when was he diagnosed? I guarantee you. Well, I can't guarantee you. Diagnosed. He'd been diagnosed with multiple melanoma.
Melanoma?
Yeah, but it's not.
No.
It's spelled differently. Myeloma.
Oh, myeloma.
Myeloma.
Is that an
I never.
hmm?
Yeah. So, yep. He I don't remember much of him, but he was in character actor. Probably the turbo version. Next one down. Still with TMZ, a TMZ triple header. Who would have thought? Giving those guys so much free press. Camden Toy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer actor. He died at the age of 68. Let's see. Following a two-year battle with pancreatic. Wow. That's weird, Karen. What do you think happened 2 years ago?
Mm.
I don't know. It's a mystery. So 2 years ago, he got pancreatic cancer. And yeah. In fact, his condition declined a lot in the last 2 months and tremendously in the last several days. Oof. That's rough. Sorry to hear that. Do we have any luckies this week? I think we do. We'll find out. Next one down. Thank you, by the way, all the people from the UK that send me stuff from Europe. We get a lot of stuff that sent to me that normally I would not see. Derby newlyweds. Ooh, this is a tough one. Both diagnosed with cancer within months of first child. Yikes. That's not good. Pair of newlyweds have said their baby is one shining light. Could have more ads. Both diagnosed with what kind of cancer?
It
In this,
just says cancer.
in the same year after their daughter was born.
Well, the dad got stomach cancer,
Yeah.
and the other one, lymphoma, blood cancer in her chest cavity.
There is after the previous 2 years with excruciating abdominal pains. Yeah, 2 years. And yeah, they both, yeah, not good. She's 38, he's 42. I have to keep an eye on them. I can't stay on this page anymore. There are just way too many ads. UK, I don't know what you guys do when it comes to web design, but my God, you fill up the screen with ads. I mean, it's like the old school pop-ups almost, from the late 90s. It's shameful, is what it is. All right, next one down. This one's from Metro. Legendary DJ and radio host dies from heart attack, age 75. Anything special about this? He was at his home in LA, and that was it. Just had a heart attack.
Hmm. Well, he was
Nothing.
kind of old already. Might not be.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't all be gems, right? It's different from, remember last week when we had those two guys face plant into the sand at the beach
Oh yeah.
and they blamed it on the sand. It's like, oh, he suffocated in the sand. It's like, what? Really? Because I've fallen on the beach many times. I never got close to being suffocated.
No.
Whatever. All right, next one down. Daily Mail. Air Force veteran, 42 years old, dies suddenly of heart attack while rocking his baby daughter to sleep, with widow now too distraught to erect family's Christmas tree. Cue violins here. However, Karen, you know what this means, right? So he was rocking his child to sleep, which means what killed him?
His child.
That's absolutely right. Children are death machines. Absolute freaking death machines.
Father of
That
six.
girl's
How sad.
Yep. The daughter's obviously a budding witch. She's way too young to apply for any sort of one of Karen's schools anyway. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. It is sad, but at the same time, again, nobody wants to. Again, it says, oh, again, right here, suffer the unexpected heart attack. Yeah, he was 42 years old. And he wasn't doing anything. It's not like his heart rate was up. Clark. Whatever.
That's really
Just-
sad.
I know. It's sad, but hey, this is the norm as of late. Oh, by the way, next week, is our end of the year show.
Ah.
So we'll have to come up with something. Last show of the year next week. Just think I'll have to come up with something because I'm just glad 23 is done. So glad to be out of this year. We'll probably recap some of the stuff. Okay, next one down from Fox News. Right? Fox News, British soap opera star,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Let's see here. Steve Hollowell dies at 77, who played Zach Dingle. That's a great name. On the soap opera Emmerdale, has died surrounded by loved ones. Anything special? Nope. No, this was pretty much run of the mill. Nothing. Yep. Seems like a decent enough guy. Moving on. Next one down, BBC Sports. I think this is the one that I think Karen sent me this one too at one point.
Hmm.
So Tom Locker, Lockyer. He was the team captain for Luton or Luton. Stable after he's a lucky. Oh my God, is it like the first lucky we've had? No, the married couple, they were lucky. So he gets a cardiac arrest on the field, heart attack. And then they cancel the game. And they're doing more and more of this now, which is because the other players freak out. It's like, why should we keep playing? The guy had a heart attack. He had to be carried off. He might die. At that point, you don't know, when he's being taken to the hospital.
Hmm.
So yeah, the match was canceled, and don't know if they'll even try to replay it. Anyway, he was 29, and he is still hanging on. Will he come back?
He
I hope not.
subsequently had heart surgery and was given the all clear to return playing in June. Oh man.
Bad choices. Bad choices. Again, why did he have the heart surgery in the first place? And who cleared him? Why would you clear a guy with heart surgery for professional soccer?
Oh
Why?
no, man.
Why? Why would you do it? All right,
I don't know.
next one down. Fox Sports. Was this the same one? Same guy?
Oh yeah, this is the one I
Same guy.
sent you.
Same guy. Yeah, this is the Karen version. Sorry about that. Premier League match abandoned after Luton's Tom Locker suffers cardiac arrest. Yeah. Yeah, this one actually crossed borders. It was a tie. It was a 1-1 tie. 65th minute, just fell to the turf in a worrying scene. And there he is being hauled off. Hey, he's lucky. Still made it. Good for him. All right, next one down. We got 3 more, then we get Clown World. So we'll have time. Okay, next one down is Fox Sports, I believe. Eric Montross, former college basketball star and first round NBA pick, dead at 52. Diagnosed with cancer in March. Turbo, turn off that ad. Former NCAA college basketball champion and NBA first round draft pick. Died after a battle of cancer. But again, and you look at him down there, it's like he they make it seem like a long battle. It's like, no, it was March. Catches it. Did it say what kind of cancer it was? I got anything on the type? I don't think so. Yeah. Pro ball player.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I know, yes, NBA basketball players die sooner than normal people because once you reach a certain height, your life expectancy, because your organs are under more strain or anything. But this isn't that, and they don't die in 52. Ugh, terrible. Okay, next one down. Got one more after this. I even cut some out. Oh yeah, this is the one that people sent me a bunch of. I think you may have sent this to me as well. So,
Oh yeah.
controversial Canadian journalist Ian Vandelay. Is that how you pronounce that? Vandale?
Vandell? I don't know.
Vandaelle. Now, he was a big advocate of shot mandates and concentration camps for people that didn't get the shot. He died appropriately enough at the age of 33.
Mm.
But yeah, he was really, he posted some vile stuff. Absolutely on the other end of the needle, where he was like, no, anyone that doesn't do this, should be locked up, literally put into camps. We should go door to door and do this. And oh, look what happened to him. Sudden passing has left many in shock as the cause of his death remains unknown. Unknown to who? Exactly. Sorry, to whom? Karen and I know. We know exactly why.
Live
Probably a lot of you guys know.
live by the
So,
sword, die by the sword.
yep. Yeah, and again, they'll people that try to defend him. Yeah, you go right ahead. You go try to defend him. It's not going to work. Awful. Okay, last one. Last lucky unlucky, which is from the BBC. And in fact, it's not even a lucky or an unlucky. It's just an interesting topic, similar to the one we read the American version of, which is why COVID is still flooring some people. What's it like to catch COVID now? It's a question I've been pondering since a friend was surprised at how roughed up they were by it. Their third bout of it was significantly worse than the previous time. Gee, Karen, why do you think they keep catching it? Why do you think it keeps getting worse and worse every time they catch it? It's almost like their immune system has been weakened, and then they catch it, and then they go in for, another shot, and then they catch it again, and it hits them harder and harder.
Hmm.
The second line's the best. I thought every time you catch an illness, it's supposed to be a bit better each time. Yeah, it should. You're absolutely right. You're spot on. But it's not. It's the opposite. You figured that out, genius? Got any theories on exactly why that's happening? I don't know. It's a mystery. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so read that article if you guys want to get a chance. Again, it's important to stress that COVID has always caused a wide range of symptoms. No, no. The symptom, you just kept making it bigger and bigger and bigger in terms of the symptoms to where it's basically everything.
Yeah,
And like Peanut and I were talking about, there is no flu anymore. It's just this.
that's what I'm saying. There's no normal sick. Everything's COVID sick now. Everything's COVID sick.
I love that they say even before the shot, some lucky people barely got sick or did not even develop symptoms. Huh. Huh. But since then they have. All right. That's it. Let's go to Clown World. I got some fun Clown Worlds for you.
I think we're in Clown World 24/7.
I know. Oh, it's just so frustrating. Again, denial is always that first response, that knee-jerk first response. It's like, well, again, they won't even look at it. It's like, well, it's got to be something. I don't know. I do, groups of them are talking. It's like, I don't know what it could be. Even though there's probably one or two of them. It's like, well, it could be this. Okay, Clown Worlds. We got 4. First one, let's go to the obvious, stupid one, which is, hey, you remember Karen? Not even, I don't know how many months ago it was. Peanut might be able to find it. How many months ago was it when Kid Rock did that thing against Bud Light where he machine gunned in his backyard like a 12-pack?
Oh, had to be
Okay,
like
but
3, 4 months ago.
I don't think it was 3 or 4 months ago, but it was definitely in 23. It
Yes.
takes up machine, backyard, blows it away. It's like, Bud Light. Everyone's going, yeah, Kid Rock. Yep. Officially, this is from CNN Business. Kid Rock says he is done boycotting Bud Light. Oh, really? Why the change of heart, Mr. Rock? What happened?
Does it say in the
Changes,
article?
changing his tune on Bud Light. He was one of the first people to declare a boycott on Bud Light after the beer brand briefly partnered with a transgender influencer, leading to a significant and lasting sales slump. He told Tucker Carlson on his show that Bud Light deserved a black eye, and they got one, but then added he is over the boycott, so I want to hold their head. I want to hold their head underwater and drown them because they made a mistake? Yeah, that's exactly what you do. You make that baby terminal. Do it. He goes, no, I think they got the message. And consequently, I got to check so that I could walk this back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to help him in Sturgis, guys. Okay, there's a lot of people that aren't gonna be like, I don't care if Kid Rock not is back to drinking it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw, but like Dana White was accepting some sponsorships from Bud Light for MMA stuff, and everybody was asking him why he was doing it, and he was saying because Bud Light, that factory actually provides a lot of jobs for people. So he's like, why are you guys gonna kill that company and kill all those jobs and those people's livelihood, Which is actually kind of a good point. Like, I don't drink that crap beer.
It's a good point, but
But
the track that company took
oh yeah, that was a bad move.
was really, really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. And come on, you got to know your audience. You got to know the room. You got to know your base. You basically gave a middle finger to your base and said, you know what, we're going this way because everyone's going inclusive. So we're going to go inclusive too. It's like, okay, get ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember the videos, especially from Sturgis. Loved those videos where the Bud Light tents were empty. And part of that was peer pressure, of course, because all those bikers, don't you dare go there. I don't care how cheap beer is, don't you dare go over there. And they didn't. And they absolutely didn't. So whatever. Kid Rock, sell out for the money. Good for you. Where was I going with that though? Oh yeah, sorry. Peanut made a correction. April 4th, that's when he machine gunned it. Yeah, yeah, and August 23rd, he was seen drinking Bud Light. The question was, in August 23rd, was that an old photo or not? I don't really care because it sounds like
I think
he
that one was an old photo.
could have been. But April 4th was when he machine gunned it. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not even close to a year. Okay, we got a couple more. No, three more. First one is ridiculous, which is and this is from Zero Hedge, but and it's not getting a lot of national attention, believe it or not. The mainstream media doesn't know what to do with this one, which is Southwest Airlines uh, is giving free second seats to, and this is a new term, and I think it's going to stick, customers of size. So if you're a big enough customer, if your BMI is over 50 and you can't squeeze in between those armrests, Southwest will give you a second seat for free. Oh, but there's more. If the plane is full, they'll bump somebody to do it. Now, they really want to bump like a single person next to you, but and there have been other, there's one here, like in this article, where they bumped a lady and her two kids because the kid was in the middle seat or whatever. It's like, sorry, they're all together. Oh, fine, then all three of you are gone. And they bumped all three of them to get them out of there.
That
What
is
are you doing?
crazy.
What are you doing, Southwest? What are you doing? You're sending a terrible message out there. Absolutely a terrible message. Look, I've flown a lot. If you're a customer of size, you buy the bigger seat. You buy first class, you buy business class, you buy the freaking bigger seat. You don't try to go basic economy. Don't do it. It's just a dumb idea.
Even if you bought two basic economy seats,
It's still cheap, yeah.
It's probably cheaper than first class.
Absolutely. A number of the comments said, look, you eat for two, you buy for two. Plain and simple. Like, look, buy the second seat. I mean, I knew this, God, it was 10, 15 years ago when we were having problems when like one of the planes ran out of seatbelt extenders
It's
and ran out. And now it's like, sorry, go ahead, Karen.
I'm just having a hard time looking at these pictures of these big old fat people with masks on their face. Like, you worried
I
about your
know.
health, you're gonna put your mask on your face where you weren't worried about your health when you were stuffing it like full of ridiculous like crap. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, when you're
Ugh.
when you're double fisting Malamars, it's like, come
Right?
on. Southwest, I am one of the kings of enabling. I am, but even I wouldn't do this, right? Not without, if I was going to do this, I'd go a whole nother level. I'd say free second seat and a box of chocolate. There you go. Go to town. Whoa, Southwest, don't do it. You're just going to piss people off in the end because you're gonna bump the wrong person one day, and it's gonna come back to haunt you. Okay, two more, then we're going to break. 2 minutes, got it. Okay, first one, we'll do this one really quick, which is this is an obvious one. Now scientists, this is from the Daily Mail. Now scientists say breathing, all caps, is bad for the environment. Gases we exhale contribute to 0.1% of the UK's greenhouse gas emissions. Not even a story, not even sure why they're running it, other than telling you that human beings are the problem.
This is the
That
point they've been trying to get to for decades. They've been beating around the bush. Anybody
yeah,
who's been paying attention to anything they've been saying for years knows that this is where
yeah,
they were going. They want to tax you for the air you breathe. You are the gross polluter.
yep. Too many people.
You're the
Okay,
nasty human. You gotta die.
Yep. The last one's a happy one. I like this one. I want to spend a couple minutes. If I run late, that's fine because I got to do it. So the title is from the BBC. Elderly French couple lose rare African mask case worth millions. Okay, so elderly couple in France hire an antiques dealer. This happens all the time. I know some high-end antiques dealers. In fact, one that specializes in this type of mask. He goes in the attic. He finds some stuff, right? And he's like, yeah, I'll pay you $20 for this, $30 for this. And this mask, I'll give you 150 pounds, right? They're like, oh, thank you so much, right? And they leave. Then they find out it's a very, very rare mask from the Gill tribe, and there's only like 10 of them in the entire world, right? So what do they do? And it's worth over $1 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do? They sue him, right? They go after him because they're greedy, right? They're like, you should have told us, blah, blah, blah. He comes back. He goes, all right, fine. You know what? I don't have to, but I'll give you $300,000 for this. You know, I'll after the fact, I'll give you $300,000. You go away.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. They wanted half. They turned down the money. It's like, fine, take the $300,000 back. We'll go to court. Went to court and he wins. The art dealer wins. He's like, and of course he did. It's like, look, you clowns, what'd you think was going to happen? You just got greedy. And so, well, how much that mask ended up selling for? $4.6 million.
Wow.
Yep. And look, it's seller's remorse. I'm sorry, guys, but you have got to keep a better. Don't go to the first guy. Get a second opinion. If somebody gives you that sort of money, take pictures of it, put it online, tell your relatives, know what you got. But that lawsuit was never going to go anywhere. Love it. I love the part, and we'll go to break right after this. I love the fact that they were offered a freaking ransom, $300,000
Mm-hmm.
to go away. Just here, take the money. It's 10%, barely 10%. It's yours. Take it, go away. No, we want 2 million. Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. Not only did you lose the money, not only did you not get the 2 million, not only get the 300,000, you had to pay your legal fees. So oh, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Okay, we're going to go to our break. When we come back, we're going to take your phone calls. Karen, the music.
Hey, are you a foodie? Are you looking for the best salsas and hot sauce to serve at your next Mexican cultural appropriation party? A salsa that will knock your guests flat on their rear ends? Or maybe you're just looking for that authentic roasted chili flavor. Imperio Salsa is small batch and handcrafted with choice non-GMO ingredients. It is legit my favorite salsa ever. Support your local flat earther and go to imperiosalsa.com and order some of the best salsa on the plane. Shipping is included on all USA orders, and oh, look at this. The more you order, the more you save. They have some of the best seasonings that go great on your homemade guacamoles and quesadillas, or whatever you like. They are the bomb. Season your meat with it. Season everything with it. Go get it. Keep it flat. Eat my salsa!
in the end, I drink the juice, the chocolate milk, the holy cow. I wear the sneaks, tip up the beat, man, the 33.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. It's you, me, the always wonderful Karen B. And sometimes Peanut. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes he's around. We're taking your phone calls, which is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. Operators are standing by. And by that, I mean me. So be nice, because remember, no matter where you go, there you are. By the way, Karen, did you catch that little headline? I know Peanut did, just before the show, where Trump has been removed off the ballot in Colorado by the Supreme Court. See that
No.
little nugget? Yeah. Again, the election year, I'm not kidding you. I called this one a while ago. When 24 starts, it is just going to be dirty tricks for the whole damn year. That's all it's going to be. They will do any blue team hates him. Oh, they hate him so much, and they will do anything to get him up. So having and it won't go into effect. Yeah, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, by AC/DC, their 1975 album. The if they pull now, it doesn't go into effect, I think, until January 4th. But if that's the case, that will not be the only state that does it. Removing him from the ballot, sneaky. And by the way, the reason why they did it, or reason why they of course, yeah, Colorado's going blue anyway, but they want to make it an absolute freaking. But the landslide helps. Every little bit counts. You know how they're invoking this, Karen? They're saying of course, that he caused the insurrection.
Oh,
That's
God.
literally how they said he took part, he ordered them, therefore he.
How are they still calling it an insurrection? We all, it's so funny because we were watching the live streams when that happened, and we saw live the cops letting everybody in.
I know.
And now the video's been released, and they're still calling it an insurrection when they let them in.
Yeah, it's very Orwellian. I mean, the wiki page is shameless on that. It is considered, it'll go down. You wait 10, 20 years from now, it'll be considered one of the turning points in I'm not going to say that, Peanut. It's going to be considered one of the turning points in political history. They blew it up to make it so much bigger than it was. And I challenge people when I run into them. It's like, really, how many people died? And who died exactly? When? Where? Who died? You mean the girl that charged the barricade? That one? The girl in the sea of men, that 5'5" girl that just out of nowhere. It's like, yeah. She whatever. We could get into it. We're not going to.
Yeah, because
we're not supposed to.
We're
not even allowed to talk.
Yeah.
What?
We'll
get banned.
Yeah.
We'll get banned if we
that
we talk
warning that we just talked about earlier will never go away.
No, I think it will. I think it will because it's again, it's an always evolving thing, and I don't think when they say, "Well, no, the warning should be permanent," I think it sounded like a good idea at the time, but there were too many people complaining. It's like, well, if it's permanent, why should I even try to build a channel?
Seriously, what's the point?
You gotta give us a chance to at least come back. It's really life sentence, really. All right. Okay, so let's pick this up. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, so if you guys missed the headline, we probably won't talk about it next week, but this will not be the first state or not be the last state that does that. Pulling Trump off the ballot doesn't seem like much, but it is, because you're pulling his name off the freaking ballot. That means you either have to write it in, or they won't even allow a write-in, which they may not do. It's like you can write in whatever you want. It doesn't count.
How is that even constitutional, though?
Because they say he trips the amendment, the Colorado amendment, that says that if he is involved in an insurrection, he therefore is disqualified from political office under Colorado law. It's that, was it 14th federal amendment? Yeah, we'll find out more about it as it goes on. But yeah, it was just announced shortly before the show. I'm going, ooh, well, here we go. This gives people something to talk about over Christmas dinner. And then next year is just going to ramp up from there. Okay, let's pick up some calls, shall we? Let's go to 718. 718, what's happening?
Hello, am I first?
You are first. For some reason, The guy,
Oh my
the
God.
505, he didn't come in till later. So it's fine.
Excellent. Well, full disclosure, I did fall asleep. I drifted in and out of consciousness. So I'm not, and it's got nothing to do with the content, just the fact that I'm exhausted. So I'm not exactly sure everything that you talked about, but I know you touched at some point on the movie Leave the World Behind. And I heard
Yep.
some of the talking points, but I don't know if you talked about the fact that the young girl's quest to see the last episode of Friends, etc., the episode titled The Last One.
Yep.
And then, of course, Julia Roberts, having dated Matthew Perry for a couple of years. I just thought that was all very meta. And then the fact that he just died. You know, if you're looking for
Yeah. Good one.
symbolism, like you need sort of the Russian vids characters of yesteryear to come in and analyze that plot point.
Yeah.
But and also there was an image of a serpent, and then of course the serpent tongue in the NASA logo and all of that. It was really like Flat Earth was being trolled a bit, I thought,
Oh
in
yeah.
certain aspects of that film. You
Really?
know?
Well, yeah. I mean, when the kids are
Um,
sitting next to each other and it says "Obey NASA" between the two shirts, yeah, I think they took a couple shots at us.
oh
And
my
again,
goodness, you know what?
go ahead.
I didn't even notice that. I did not even notice that. I might have to circle back and look at what I missed.
Yeah,
The other thing
yeah.
is, Mark, I
It's
sent you that email earlier about the potential project, the Blue Beam face near the moon video. Did you look at it?
I did, although I couldn't give you the talking points right off the top of my head because I get a lot of stuff sent to me. What was your big
Okay,
take?
basically, it's like a giant head that's next to the moon. I mean, giant. And several people filmed it, different angles, and like, well, I mean, if you haven't seen it, there's no point in me talking about it. Maybe talk about it next week.
Okay,
But I was
can you
just
do me a
wondering
favor?
what you think.
Send it to me again so it shows up at the top of my thing, and I'll grab it and I'll save it off during the show. Okay,
I certainly will.
please.
And in the
Please.
meantime, then, I will just go and let the rest of the callers get through. Hi,
Okay.
Karen. My apologies
Hello.
for not saying hello to you earlier.
It's all right.
Sorry,
And
you're a
Peanut
bad
and so
person.
forth.
11:11.
And hi, Jan. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yes, 11:11. And seasoned greetings to everyone. Okay?
All right. Well, thank you, and try not to fall asleep during this last segment. Okay.
Well, it's your dulcet tones, Mark. Well, you know, I can't help it. All right. Bye.
Okay, see ya. Yeah, it's probably because I did that lullaby thing. Da 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 da. I know that people occasionally will fall asleep to my voice, and uh, I think that's flattering, but at the same time, it worries me because I try to get a message out every once in a while.
You're just
Yeah, thank you, Peanut. He goes
programming people in their
occasionally.
sleep.
Yeah, like all the time. Yeah, people use the clues as a sleep aid. Okay.
Hey, man. Get some watch
Ah,
hours. It's nice.
yeah, sure. Although you really should I should not be in your ears when you're sleeping. That's a bad idea. Who knows what I'll start talking about?
Well, but if it is, yeah, if you were live, if you were like, here, talk into this mic, someone's sleeping, that person would be in trouble.
Yeah. Or if I was dangerous enough to make a series of ASMR videos, they would start out talking low and quietly and calmly, and then while you're relaxed, get your credit card up. I'm gonna need that 3-digit code on the back.
Maybe you and I could make some ASMR videos together, Mark.
Karen, I'm a weak man.
What do you think
Oh,
about that?
what did you have in mind? Meanwhile, I'm dying inside because ASMR is my absolute weakness, and I do not listen to a lot of ASMR. Most of them are crap, by the way. I'm not a big fan of the whole, the texture stuff and the clicking and the nails on the
Hmm.
microphone. No, I'm old school. No, just freaking read me a story. That's all you have to do. It doesn't even have to be a sexy story. Just read me a story. Be awesome. All right. As I'm flushed. Okay, who are we picking up? This let's go to 505. John in New Mexico, because old Mexico used to be a thing, but we wanted part of it.
Well, tonight we're going to call it Matanza Land because occasionally, especially if you lived here for a while, you get the privilege of being invited to a matanza, which is basically a pig roast. Yeah. And usually this time of year, boy, it's good. It's kind of like a luau, but not being in Hawaii and no pineapple.
Ah, all right.
But that's my New Mexico thing for the night. And
Thank
you guys, wow, Mark and Karen, your voices really are soothing, especially when you go into that mode. So I would say that we should read some stories.
Well, it's probably
What
going to have to
story
be a
would be
membership
good to read everybody?
part of the Flat Earth Clues Blue channel. Probably what it should be. I believe it or not, I did that for some female friends of mine back in the day.
Okay.
They called me up and it's like read me something from this book. It's like, okay. I had no idea, by the way, growing up. I had no idea because women are clever and sneaky, and I couldn't understand. It's like, why am I still on the phone with this person? Because it's like what else could we talk about? And didn't understand it. Peanut says, did the book have Fabio on the cover? No, I've actually never cracked open one of those books. I was stuck on the cover. I just lingered on it, because Fabio. Yeah. Anyway, what you got, man? Sorry.
A lot of places to go. Japan, this is a fake space story. Japan's going to land on the moon January 19th, so we got that to look forward to. This mission is called, it's going to happen. It's called SLIM. It stands for Smart Lunar for Investigating Moon. Clever name. There's 2 mini probes that deploy from the mothership, and I guess they're going to wander around. But yeah, it's hard to keep track of who now officially has been there. I liked it better in the old days when we just knew it was us faking it. But now I can't remember who else is actually claiming they were there. So
wait a minute. What's it
So what do you
stand
think?
for again? What's it stand for again?
It's SLIM, SLIM, Smart Lunar for, which is silent, Investigating Moon.
Well, as
Smart
Peter
Lunar
pointed
for
out,
Investigating Moon.
Yeah, but isn't lunar and moon basically the same thing? Isn't that kind of redundant?
Yeah, that sounds weird.
That is, you know what? That's a good point. I didn't even notice that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and Peanut's point was Japan. Yeah, Japan when they name stuff, oh god, that is not their strong suit.
It's Smart Lander for Investigating Moon.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, was it? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I must have copied it down wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I was worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was spreading fake news, and I didn't intend on doing that.
Yeah, it's still not a great title, but we can work. We can work with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Much better. Yeah. Much better. Well, okay, so Southwest, that wasn't a smart move, especially because they might be saving a lot of money on maybe not using fuel because of the whole wing issue, which brings me back to whatever happened with that whole fuel in the wing. Is that still like a thing, or are we figuring out that, where did that ever go? You guys know what I'm talking about
I got nothing. I know that Karen doesn't like talking about it because, well, it's not generally in our wheelhouse. The whole I don't really, I could go either way on this. It's like, hey, if it's a conspiracy thing, hey, great. But I got bigger fish to fry. How's that? It's not even in my even in my top 20.
What is it?
I mean, it doesn't trigger me like, say, Melted Buildings does. But
no, don't, Mark, don't say that.
Wait, did I say that out loud? Oh crap. but I don't know. It's yeah. Sorry, I got nothing on that.
Yeah,
It's an
I
interesting.
couldn't resist. It came up. Yeah,
Go ahead.
just because
Go
of
ahead.
the whole. Just thought back to the whole story, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a dumb move. I hope
Let's
other
see.
airlines don't do it. I know why Southwest is trying. It's like, why not? Southwest is one of those airlines that like they're up for anything. Out of all the world airlines, like Southwest,
Hmm.
like, yeah, you know what? Let's give it a try. The worst that can happen is people yell at us online, and then we can shut it down. That's the worst that can happen. Or all you do, you want to set a precedent. You wait till somebody sues you for getting bumped. And then, then turns into something ugly. And then we get more free press. So I don't know, it's a competitive thing out
This,
there. I
this,
can see why they did it. Still think it's a dumb thing.
yeah, this could be the beginning of fat is not in anymore. So maybe that's a new era here. Hmm. And
Hey,
then, wow, Kevin, no, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you're good. What?
Ke- I couldn't resist on Kevin Bacon, man. You mentioned him, and in my opinion, best movie was Animal House.
Dude, that is such an obscure reference. Yes, Kevin Bacon. Did he? I don't. Karen Bacon. Kevin Bacon. Kevin didn't even have speaking roles in Animal House. I remember him at the diner for breakfast with John Belushi because John Belushi stole the scene. But yeah, a very young Kevin Bacon in Animal House. Very young.
Yep, yep.
Yep. Yep.
I, I, whenever you say Kevin, yeah, whenever anybody says that, I just remember Animal House. And by the way, my favorite scene was the horse, and even better when after the horse died, them having to remove the horse the
Sure.
next day with the Dean Wormer in there. But yeah,
Sure. Sure. No, Animal House
yeah.
was a wonderful movie, and I was disappointed again. I know so much movie trivia that John Landis, the director, who was better known, he was the guy that got shoulder tapped to direct Thriller, the one of the most expensive, most famous videos of all time. He did a movie when he was shooting of, I believe, the Twilight Zone movie. A stunt guy died, I believe, on set,
Hmm.
and they blamed him, and he got blacklisted in Hollywood for a while. It did not go well. They
Hmm.
said, "Oh no, he died, and it was a helicopter thing that went wrong. It's like it was your fault." And who knew
Oh, I
that they would
remember
turn
that
on him like that?
helicopter thing.
Yeah, that was not good. And to where I ran into him at Comic-Con, in 2004, and he was just walking through the lobby, and nobody knew who he was. I did. I knew exactly who he was because he never changed the look. It's like, oh my damn, that's John
Huh.
Landis. Nobody, nobody clocked him. Nobody saw him. So anyway, there you go. Anything else?
Wow. No, I didn't know that. That's interesting. No, just shout out. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Shout out to the woman before me. She hasn't called in a while. It was good to hear her, and can't wait to hear more on what she was talking about. And Jesse and Brittany, who called me right while I was on hold. Shout out to him. He's driving across somewhere in his Prius. And Jan in Dallas. Okay,
Cool.
keep it flat, everybody. See you, Karen. Bye, Mark.
All right.
Night.
Peanut wanted me to read this about the airline stuff. So there's an article out there called $2,000 for Getting Bumped, How to Squeeze the Best Deal Out of Airlines. He wanted me to read this. And it's pretty good. I had no idea. How much does an airline have to pay you if you get bumped? For domestic flights in the US, airlines have to pay you 200% of the value of a one-way ticket up to $775 if you arrive at your destination 1 to 2 hours past your originally scheduled itinerary, or 400% of the one-way ticket price up to $1,500 if your arrival delay is longer than 2 hours. Huh. Did not know that. Interesting. I mean, I know, again, being bumped nowadays, it's different than it was before. I haven't been in a bump situation in a while. So I'm kind of curious. And in fact, I haven't been in a position where I could take a bump. I've taken it back in the day when we did business travel, but they have to pay also on the spot, or also so don't leave airport. Huh. Interesting stuff. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens to these people that get bumped on Southwest. All right, let's pick up looks like Dr. Law at 8:03. Hey, Dr. Law, what's going on?
Hey, Sergeant Mark. Hey, Queen Bee.
Hey, Law.
Nothing much. Hey, I just wanted to shout out my good friend, Tom Dyson. He passed away on Thursday, just about a month short of his 53rd birthday. He had been struggling and battling cancer for quite some time. But he's been to all of, most of Karen's Flattoberfest events and Solar Return. That's where I met him. And we became close, and we spoke often. I just wanted to, shout out to the people that we've lost: Rob Skiba, Bob Nodell, Jibby Jedi, and Valley Park's husband Yogi. But also, I wanted to thank a couple of people in our community, because we have a great community, Mark, no matter what people say.
Sure.
I want to thank, Daryl Davis and Thunder Chicken. They were both very diligent in trying to help Tom with his battle with cancer. But we've lost a good one, guys. He was a really very, very great person. He's been awake for quite some time. And I, just shout everyone out in the community. All the people I've met, you guys have changed my life. Don't know what I'd do without you.
Thank
Especially you, Karen.
Thanks,
You too, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay,
Again,
that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to have people know Tom a little bit. But shout out to everyone in chat. Much love to everyone. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a good
Bob.
night. Thank you. See you, man. Let's go to how much time we got? Ooh, I wonder if we should wait till after the break for that one. Yeah, you know what? He might go short. Let's try it. 616. What's happening, man?
I'm gonna practice some of my ASMR tonight on you guys.
Really?
You
You're
ready?
gonna practice your ASMR?
You're the one that started it. I don't know. I'm trying to be really close mic'd here.
Hey, don't start
hold up
something you
like
can't
some
finish. You know what I mean?
Hey, we want happy paintings. Happy paintings. If you want sad things, watch the news. Yeah. Can you feel that? How's my
Bob
close
Ross
mic
was the
action? Is that working or not?
Bob Ross was the king of freaking ASMR. I never thought I'd get ASMR.
I know.
From a PBS show.
I mean, yeah. It's like I don't have a paintbrush to like whack on the stand to do this, but I got a few quotes here. There's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's an
Go
awesome
out on
one.
a limb. That's where the fruit is, right? You like that? I can get closer. I can even close mic this. Like, hear that? That's
Oh,
this little
no.
tree's
Oh,
talking
no.
to you. Hear that?
No. Don't.
I can't do it anymore. I can't. That was the best. That was the best I could do. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep it short tonight. I'm doing a loft overhaul here. We're buried in shit here in New York City because we just basically revamped our whole thing, and Nicole's over here painting. And don't fucking paint my face. Don't fucking do it. Just get the fuck away from me. How are you guys doing? You guys good?
Yeah. We gotta go to break here in another minute. What you got? You got anything quick?
I got
You want-
nothing.
What do you got?
I actually just really wanted to practice. I'm gonna practice one more time before we go to the break. ASMR. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my
Okay.
mic really hot. Hold on.
Oh God.
Oh, the earth is so flat. I can't fucking stand it. Can you hear that? Is that really hot?
It's tough not to hear it, man.
I don't know.
Is it hot?
I don't think
It sounds like you're eating the microphone, man.
Oh, I'm trying, dude. Don't fuck with me. Okay. All right. Bye.
We need new friends, because that's what we need.
Oh, my
All right.
goodness.
We're going to our final break. No, wait. Might as well stay on the same theme, right? So we're going to our final break, and when we come
Yes.
back, Karen, we're gonna take some more phone calls.
Yes.
Karen, drop the needle, will you? Let's play some of those funky beats.
All right. Get down with it.
Yeah.
9. Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
Shh, they might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably.
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret. I see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
Package intercepted. Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's eat.
Long live Flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth!
Welcome back to Strange World, part 4 of 4. It's you, me, the always sexy Karen B. And Peanut's filming the whole thing. All right, so he now has to wash his eyes out with bleach, apparently. Okay, so the phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. But before we pick up the calls, a couple quick shout outs from emails that I got. One was from Joshua. He was the first guy to point out that Esquire magazine seems to be the origin of where the Obey shirt was removed. Again, still trying to figure that out. Why Esquire magazine would do it on theirs? And then, of course, the bigger question after that, I think the why everyone else grabbed it because everybody else didn't know. You know, it's like if Esquire magazine's image comes up first, like, oh, okay, grab it. They probably didn't even know the Obey shirt was on there in the first place, probably. But why they scrubbed it, don't know. Kind of weird. But thank you, Joshua, for that. Also, thank you to Debbie Hunter, who wrote and said that because I mentioned the biblical cosmology series from last week, that she started watching it, the 8-part series that was
Oh,
done
cool.
by KBN Television, which is a church in the South. And she goes, yeah. She goes, I'm starting part 5 right now. Really good. Thanks for telling us about it. So yeah. Again, if you're trying to get somebody to get into the biblical side of flat Earth, just go into YouTube, type in biblical cosmology part 1 or part 2, and it'll come right up. That part is not shadow banned as far as I know.
Mm-mm.
So that's kind of fun. Everything else, shadow banned all day long. Even the trolls nowadays.
Shout out to Zulu. I got my keychains, by the way. Did you get keychains?
No, I didn't. But thank you for flashing that in my face. Because what? He likes you better than me? Everybody likes you better than me.
Well, I'm sure you'll get some soon. You made one that's my logo.
Really? You got a flat Earth map and you got a Karen B chain?
Yeah.
Wow. That's nice. And a
Unveiling This Realm.
is that the logo for Unveiling This Realm?
Yeah, it says UTR. It's kind of blurry. It's hard to make it.
No, I like it. That's good. It's good. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, Zulu's keychains. That is still on my channel, by the way. If you want to get a hold of him, just watch the video and all the contact info to get a hold of Zulu for Flat Earth keychains. Still a great last-minute holiday gift by Zulu, who will be hanging around with us next week for the last show. He could also do ASMR if he wanted to, because his voice is so low.
Yeah, but he says he effing hates it.
What, ASMR?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's
he hates
right.
it.
Sorry, man. You could pull off like a white version of Barry White if you really wanted to.
But he's not white. He's the brown version. He's like a light brown version of Barry White.
Really?
Do you think Zulu is white? Does he look white to you?
No. I thought he was. I thought no. He knows. I'm not gonna make. No, I'm not.
Compared to you, he sure is not white.
Thank you, Karen. Yes, I am one of the whitest guys ever. That is true. I am. I'm not like shockingly Irish white, but yeah, I'm pretty white. That's true.
You're pretty white. You're pretty much towhead mark.
Yeah, I took the DNA thing. I sent in the swab, and I got some. Other than, in additionally to being cloned, I was told I was a quarter Scandinavian, a quarter German, a quarter English, and a quarter Mediterranean. Still trying to figure that one out. But yeah, I know. Natural blonde, by the way.
What, a Mediterranean? So what, like Swiss?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't, I should look that up. It's like, what does Mediterranean include? Because I don't think it includes what you're implying.
I know, I went to Italy and it was right next to Switzerland and there was lots of white people there, so.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah. My demographic is no one's ever hesitated when doing the checkbox with me. Ever. I'm probably, what? You're probably lower French? What? Do I? Because, no, I don't give up easily. Gotta remember, you're talking to Flat Earth Jesus right now, because I forgive everyone.
That's right.
Such a weird reference. It's like, because I forgive her, really? That's the connection? All right. I'm going to pick up a phone call. Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. Let's pick up 612. And after 612, by the way, we look like it could be open. Maybe? We'll see. 612. You're up.
Hey, what's up, Mark and Karen? Sean from Minnesota here, calling in. How you guys doing?
Good. What's going on in Minnesota?
Oh, it's the land of 10,000 perfectly flat and level lakes. Other than that, just listen to the show. I appreciate you guys taking my call. I wanted to call in about that, the director. What's his name? Landis?
John Landis, yeah.
Yeah, John Landis. Yeah, so that accident was crazy. It was a helicopter accident that killed 3 people. Unfortunately, 2 Chinese children actors that were not supposed to be on set. It was filmed really late at night. There was all kinds of pyrotechnics that went up improperly, and And John, what was his name? Victor Morrow was the actor that died, and he was Jennifer Jason Leigh's father. And and apparently two of them got beheaded when the blades hit them and crushed them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an awful ordeal.
Yeah, it was gnarly. I remember. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, and Landis took the fall for this. Yeah,
and all filmed in high def.
But,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring in the graphics to that, but I just wanted to clear that one up. It was more than just a stuntman.
Yeah. Shows you how fast things can change. Again, John Landis was the hottest director in Hollywood before that happened. And then very quickly, nobody talked about him.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I grew up with Thriller, you know what I mean? I was born in 77, so Thriller was a big part of my childhood, along with a lot of other movies he did. I can't remember another big famous one he did.
Well, sure you do. The reason he got Thriller is because he did American Werewolf in London.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, man, I love that film.
Yeah, and that's what apparently so did Michael Jackson, because it's like, oh yeah, you're the guy. So we're gonna do it because again, that's why he turned into a werewolf during Thriller, was because John Landis had the American Werewolf in London. But yeah, he did Animal House.
Fascinating.
He did crap. I should look up some of the other Peanut. See if you can find anything bigger that he did around that time. And then then he got tapped.
You know who I heard absolutely? Go ahead.
No, you're good. What?
No, sorry, there's a delay here. So who I heard who absolutely loved American Werewolf in London was Stanley Kubrick. Loved that film, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, it was a solid film. I didn't even see any weak points in it. It was clean, low budget, scary as hell. It was an amazing horror movie.
Yeah.
And
fun and funny at some times.
Yeah, it had some good stuff. Good casting choices. I was a big fan of the British female lead. I'm looking at and he did. I'm sorry, he did the Blues Brothers. Jeez, yeah, he had a string back in the day. He could do no wrong.
Yeah, no, for sure. Speaking of great endings, because American Werewolf in London, the ending is one of my favorite endings. But one of the worst endings, and this is a film that you put me on to, Mark, was Capricorn 1. I loved the film, very fascinating, but the ending, in my opinion, was one of the worst endings ever. And if anybody's seen it, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but.
Oh, Capricorn 1? Are you kidding? I made it as part of my original Clues series. I love Capricorn 1.
I remember, Mark. I've watched your Clues since 2015, man. I remember it. And it took me until, 2-3 months ago to finally watch Capricorn 1.
Oh, gotcha. Capricorn 1 is a great flick. One of Stephen Carpenter's favorite movies, by the way. And it had, again, a great independent film, but it was the origin of why it was made that was so great, which was it was only made because a CBS affiliate hated the original Moon footage so much. He was like, it's like, I could make a better Moon movie than this. I could make a better Mars movie than this. You know what? We're going to make a freaking fake Mars movie. And that's how it got made. It was awesome. Again, independent film, great cast. One of the only serious roles that O.J. Simpson was ever in, and it was awesome. It was a great little look at what.
Oh no, and yeah, I agree, Mark. I agree. It was very entertaining. I really liked the film, especially because I've been into this, since the beginning. All of this stuff and known about the moon landings. And so it was a fantastic film. It was just the very ending that I had issues with. But again, it was the 70s, so what can you do, So speaking of Stephen Carpenter, though, I know he was on the show a few months back, and I just wanted to shout him out because of one of my oldest friends, Richard, is a bartender in Kona, Hawaii, and he hangs out with him. They have dinner when he comes into town and stuff like that. And so, listen, I don't want to take up too much more time on the phone, you guys. Shout out to Peanut, Karen, you, Mark, Zulu, Jan, all you guys. I appreciate the phone call. So just wanted to say that.
Cool.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And you have a good one, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you guys too. Thanks.
All right. Sorry, I cut him off. By the way, if you guys are curious, there's too many movies that John Landis, by the way, wasn't shut out of Hollywood. He got into some pretty good stuff. He knows a good thing when he sees it. So if you want, go to IMDb, look up John Landis. He did quite a few comedies. Got hooked up with Eddie Murphy. Did some stuff. Did The Three Amigos, Spies Like Us, Coming to America. Yeah. So he didn't completely suffer, but he wasn't the golden boy after that whole thing. Karen, do you want me to read that real fast? Or am I supposed to address that on air, or do you want me to try to write them back?
You don't have to. It's up to you.
Okay, I will try to write that person. Yes, I did. I try to open every email that I get, and yes, I did see it, but it takes me a while to respond to absolutely everybody. Okay, let's pick up. You know what? 781. We're gonna pick you up. Hope you're ready. Hope you're ready. You ready? Okay, we're picking you up. 781.
Line unmuted. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, Karen. The Master
How are
How's
you?
it going?
Good. How are you, Jesse?
I'm good. We're live from U.S. Highway 287 in Colorado near Hugo. We're going to be jumping on I-70. Got an aircraft part to deliver direct from Dallas. Anyway, 2 years ago, yesterday, I showed up to Olympia, Washington unannounced. Can't believe it's been that long. I just tapped you on the shoulder. It's like, hi, Mark. And I think you did a double take.
I remember that. Hard to believe it was a couple of years ago. Yeah. The fact that you drove out to a meetup south of Seattle, I was impressed. Absolutely impressed.
all the way from Massachusetts. And I was talking to Jake and Dan from the band, before I, decided to do that. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if, I just drove out there unannounced. I mean, I already, did the, Basilicos publicity stunt and the cozy stunt. And I was like, yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Yep.
So Jake and Dan kept their mouths shut and didn't say anything. And Jake hosted me for a couple nights, and we had an amazing time. He's probably the best guitarist in the world. Played for almost 40 years, and we were just jamming away to every country song. It was just awesome, and I picked him up, and I guess we got stuck in a little bit of traffic. You guys were a little bit ahead with Dan and his wife. Sadly, Jake has passed away.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
But, Mark, you already know. I just want to give a little tribute. Fortunately, I knew him for just such a short time, but he's just a great friend, and God willing, hopefully you get to see him again one day.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to meet him at one of our meetups, and good guy, real rocker type of guy. Liked him a lot.
Did you know him before the Cozy's Roadhouse stunt, or did you meet him right then and there?
Nope. Dan introduced me to him during that meetup, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Anyway, slightly different note. Quickly, I think this is a really good flat earth proof that not everyone necessarily thinks about. About a month ago, I was made a delivery to Shreveport, Louisiana. I was on I-20, and I noticed that I was in peak fall foliage. And I'm thinking, a few days earlier, I was on I-70 in Kansas, and the foliage was almost totally gone. And you think, as a crow flies, that's at most 400 miles between I-20 and I-70. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but most, 350 quarter miles. And if the sun's really 93 million miles away, like they claim, that is such a minute differential. It wouldn't make a difference whatsoever. It has to be a close, localized light to have that much of a difference between a couple hundred miles to have peak foliage, and then 300 miles to the north, almost totally gone. And no one ever, I can't believe growing up, I never even thought about it.
Yeah. Can't see the forest for the trees, as it were. See, I did that. That was kind of clever.
Yeah.
All right.
That was an interesting one. Anyway, shout outs. So I talked to Zulu One earlier today. So shout out to Zulu One, Mark, Karen, Master Hunter, Brian Burton, of course, Jake and Dan from the band, and everyone else I can't think of this. So of course, my love Brittany and her sister Chloe and everyone else I can't think of right this split tenth of a second. As we're cruising along live, US 287, about to jump on I-70.
Cool. Well, drive safe and keep doing what you're doing. Okay.
Will do. Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Line muted.
Yes, it is. What do you think, Peanut? Should we jump to 845 or do you want to take a chance with 402? 402? 402? Okay, let's try it. 402. We'll give you a few minutes. What do you got?
Greetings, Mark and Karen.
Hey.
From Flat, Nebraska.
That it is. That is a flat place.
At any rate, been working on a flat earth proof and I need a little help. I sent my idea to Weiss and never heard back. And I figured you're not as antisocial as he is, so I'd run it by you.
I don't know if David's antisocial. He seems pretty social to me, but he gets tied up with a lot of different things. Anyway, go ahead. What do you got?
At any rate, December 21, shortest day of the year.
Yeah.
I manufactured a protractor exactly 15 degrees. At noon, lining it up with the sun, exactly 1 hour later, it should be 15 degrees, correct?
I could not tell you without
It should
thinking
be.
real hard.
If the sun moves 15 degrees an hour, yeah.
Sure. I'll go with Karen on this.
Now, same setup, June 21, which I'm planning on doing. At noon, I'm going to line up the left side of the protractor, and it should be longer than an hour to go that 15 degrees, or not.
Why?
Well, the trap.
What
the
do you mean,
circumference
like
of the
time?
Trap. Right. I mean, that's what I don't understand is the Tropic of Cancer is so much longer than Capricorn. Or I'm sorry, opposite. Capricorn is a smaller circle. In the summertime, it's a longer circle.
Sure.
It should. Now, I remember a long time ago, Mark said that it's like a record in the middle.
Sure.
That it would have to pick up speed or not.
Its apparent motion might appear to increase, but it's still going to be moving 15 degrees per hour.
Well, shouldn't there be a difference? Shouldn't the 15 degrees that it covers in December 21, shouldn't the time that it takes to go 15 degrees in the summer be longer? Should there be more time than an hour?
Peanut says yes, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think so.
So now we got a yes, a maybe, and a no.
Well, okay. What you can do is if you have a camera and you have a solar filter, you can at different times you can maybe try to capture the sun moving through the frame of the camera, where you can time it, where you, like, if you go to a channel, have you seen Steve Torrance on YouTube? He does these type of things where you go and you film the sun in the frame with a solar filter and let it pass the frame, and you can, time it from when you see from one, for the time it goes to, takes to go one full sun length. You know what I'm saying? You can draw a little
same
circle.
Experiment, just different distance.
Yeah, and then you can just do it at different times of the year and see if it makes a difference. Make sure you do it at the same focal length. I haven't taken the time to do that, but you could try it. But it's always, as far as I understand, it's always
Has he
15
done
degrees
that?
an hour. Yeah, there's some videos about it on YouTube. Steve, go on YouTube and say it. The channel is at Steve Flat Earth, I think. Let me make sure that's right.
This is also one of Rob
Thank you.
Skiba's early theories back in the day. And Peanut chimes in, you got to not only get the angle latitude, but compare to the angle longitude. as well.
Yeah, Steve at Steve Flat Earth on YouTube. He's got 8,000 subs, and
Great, thanks.
go through that
I'm on it.
channel. He's got all kinds of stuff archived there that he's done. It's a good
So
channel.
will this help you? Because we got to wrap up the show here pretty soon.
Yeah, it will help him.
No, thanks. No, it's something that I've been working on for a couple of years, and it just said, it should take longer in the summer. It should not be exactly 1 hour.
Okay.
To pass 15 degrees.
Well, we have longer days.
Because it's a longer distance.
We do have longer days in
Right,
the summer.
I agree.
That we have daylight for
Agree.
longer, but the sun's still moving 15 degrees.
Well, keep us abreast of it. We're not going to be able to solve it here
I
and
don't
now.
know. Go check out that channel and then call back when you got something else. When you've made
thank
some
you very
more.
much.
All right, cool.
All right, have a good one. Talk soon.
You too. Bye.
Yep. Here we go. 845 to wrap this sucker up. Start spreading the news. Oh wait, I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it.
New York, with my vagabond shoes. I hate ASMR. I don't hate it. I just hate when guys do it. Okay, I just don't like guys doing it. You're fucking awesome. That was hysterical. Holy shit. That was awesome. Oh my God. Wow. You got me. That was great. Thank you.
Yep.
Wow. How you guys doing? Hey, Karen.
Good.
Hey, Mark. Yours is in the mail, Mark. Sorry. I fucked up with my timing. I had a bunch of packages going out, and yours went out a little late.
That's okay. No, I figured as much. No worries at all, man. It's cool.
Remember, I was like, "What the fuck's your address?" You're like, "It's in every fucking video."
Yeah, I know. You were real
dumbass."
subtle about it. It's
I
like, "What's your
know,
address?"
but
And
I need it right now.
Yeah, I know. And I put it in all caps in the description box of every video I've ever made is my address.
I know. Oh my God.
Hundreds of times.
I was just
have
frantic
said this
trying to
on
get
air.
shit out. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks. It's all right.
Too funny.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, some interesting stuff this evening. I'm starting a new program. It's MARC, Mark. Mothers Against Rocking Chairs. Those things are fucking deadly. I can't believe the government still allows them to be sold.
Are you serious right now?
Fucking ridiculous.
Where is this coming
No,
from?
of course not. The guy who died rocking in his chair.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I totally forgot.
No, I think he was. I think he was just rocking a cradle. I don't think he was sitting in a rocking chair. I think he was rocking a cradle. It's the cradle that killed him, man.
Still ridiculous.
Yeah. So, Mothers
Babies
Against
too.
Rocking
Babies
Cradles.
are dangerous.
Yeah.
So dumb. The whole world is so dumb.
Can I give a shout out, you guys?
Yeah, what is it?
Sure.
Well, I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine named Artie, who's battling cancer right now.
Ooh.
So I know we were, because it made me think about it, because Law brought up a guy that we just lost, one of our friends. So if everybody could just send our friend Artie some love and light, y'all. Because we got a lot of people who are, going through stuff.
Artie.
Artie's the one who helped me get the place in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Fucking awesome. Yeah, my quote goes to that later.
Well, okay. Well.
Oh, I wanted to say they have to kill those companies. Fuck Bud Light, fuck Target, fuck all of them. I know they have jobs, but those jobs will go elsewhere, or else they just keep doing it. They keep doing it. They just showed the world we can pay it off.
Yeah, well, they'll
we can pay it
probably
off.
do it
We'll
anyways.
give him money, and he'll just do it.
They'll do it
Plenty of
anyways.
beer companies
It just
out there.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just all stupid. Like, the fucking world is ridiculous. There was a whole article about... I'm sorry, what's that?
I said everything's ridiculous. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
absolutely. Totally retarded. Absolutely. I was reading an article now in the UK. If you can have a baby, test tube baby, and you can use 3 people's DNA. I don't know what the fuck that is. So it's mom, dad, and mom, or mom, dad, and dad, like mom, dad, and the dog. What the fuck are they doing over there? Fucking crazy. Crazy.
Werewolf baby. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where they're going.
The stuff with the Senate, the Capitol building. Like, seriously, I feel like we should all demand that we get we need to demand an on-site walkthrough of the Senate, the entire grounds of the Senate building and the Capitol building, all floors.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? This is the
Yeah,
stuff I was listening
political
to
show
over
is
the week with
nonsense.
with that sex scandal and the stuff that goes on there. I mean, Joe Biden sexually assaulted a woman in the Senate in the 90s. It's in a book. She wrote a book about it. I mean, they've all been doing all kinds of disgusting stuff there, apparently for decades, and they feel comfortable enough to now they got people there who feel comfortable enough to film themselves doing these lewd acts where we're supposed to be.
They don't even fucking hide it.
No, they don't
They don't
care.
even fucking hide it anymore.
It's a joke. It's ridiculous. It's like, dude, they're like straight up filming themselves committing, doing sodomy on our public buildings. It's supposed to be the buildings maintained by taxpayers. Taxpayers, right? I mean, just a joke.
Right.
It's a joke.
Hey, Zulu, what quote you got? Because we're out of time.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, instead of saying they're in a better place, just say this sucks, because it's how we're really feeling. Like, I'm gonna get all emotional, but I miss all these guys: Mac, Bob, Jibby, Rob. I mean, it just sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. That's it.
All right.
I love you guys. Shout out to Mark, Karen, Peanut, NDB, Lowry, Nicole, Ice Queen, the chat, everybody. Just try to keep going, man. Just try to keep going.
Groovy.
Love yous.
With that, we will tie a bow
Groovy,
on
man.
this. We'll be back here next week, same flat time, same flat channel. Say goodnight, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Say goodnight, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
I know it was hard for you to do that.
Hot sex.
And Peanut keeps smoking, so yeah, not sex. Let's roll that music. See you guys.
Alrighty.
Good night, everybody. No, wait. Good night, everybody.
Nighty night. Sweet dreams.
It killed me. Oh my god.
Oh god. You go.
Recording stopped.
That was funny. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Strange World. Shout out to everybody for being here. Thank you. We appreciate you. And much love, everyone.
there's ever been. Wound up chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many nights